So Jeff, sorry, what were you saying, mate?
Yeah, about 20 years ago, I went out 2-3 in the morning, drove round Buckinghamshire, and there's a crop circle in a field, a place called Butler's Cross, which is near Wendover, and point of fact, it's right behind where Chequers is, you know, the Prime Minister's country estate.
Yep, I know what you mean, yeah.
And I pulled in there, sort of pitch black. I knew then there's a sort of pull in you can go in, and I was going to watch the field for about an hour, see if there's any weird signs going on. Of course, in those days we didn't know too much about these circles. I'd not been there more than 2 or 3 minutes, and a car comes screeching along the road, absolutely going flat out. Pulled in, stopped me, said, "Who are you?" So yeah, I realised it was a security from Chequers. They picked up on radar.
Oh goody.
So they put me through a check on number plate and everything, and said, "It's okay, mate, it's okay." But I didn't realise at the time where it was coming from, but they'd obviously spotted me straight away. So if anybody had faked that circle in that field, they'd have been caught red-handed. It's just a little example of.
Oh, gee, that's an owl. Is that an owl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screech owl.
Well, it's good. It's good. This night shot's good now. It's working properly. I think it's this night shot plus thing. See, if I switch that off, you just go blank. I should have used this earlier. Put that on there, and I can see you perfect, which is cool. It only has a short range. It wouldn't have done me any good earlier anyway, because it only has a very short range. I could pick up your face. If I point at the trees, it can only. I think it's I can only got a short range, but yeah, but you've seen a lot of crop circles, and you've been sort of like crop circling, and
I've been doing it since 1989. Well, I mean, I've when they first appeared in the early 80s, I followed up. I was getting inquiries from people, and
sometimes I hear noises, but it's dripping. Yeah, we sometimes get noise coming from around us. It's getting like the Blair Witch Project, this, isn't it? Or maybe Most Haunted. Dick, Mary loves Dick. Yeah, Mary loves Dick. Derek O'Cora and that. Yeah, but I mean, it's sort of like it's often been seen as something quite kind of, what's the word? Something of the modern age, but it goes back a long way. Crop circles. I mean, they've.
Well, I'll argue that is not probably the case. You know, it's, as far as I'm aware, it's 1980 onwards.
Really, it's nothing before then.
Well, people make their own judgments according to what they want to make of it. So it's
yeah. No, I mean,
very strict rules of observation.
What's that? Keep hearing noises. Well, there's there's the obviously there's no doubt that since the 1980s, it's escalated into what it is today. It was never there before.
It took 10 years to become for a straight line to appear. The first 10 years, everything was more or less circular, and we had these Terence Meaden's theory of plasma vortex, or whatever it was. When he got straight lines appearing, he couldn't really answer that.
Yeah.
So he sort of disappeared off the radar.
Yes, there was Reg Presley. I read his book. Reg Presley's.
Yeah, I've met Reg a couple of times on tops of hills down in Wiltshire.
He's an interesting guy. I mean, he was, of course, with the Trogs, and the book is called Wild Things They Don't Teach You, based on his song Wild Things, and there's other songs like Love Is All Around and things like that he wrote. But many sort of like aging rock stars would sort of get by a motorbike and go out chasing younger women or whatever, but Reg invested his work, all his money, his time into crop circle research, and his book Wild Things They Don't Tell You is actually really good. It's well worth reading.
Yeah, I've got a copy of it, I think.
I had a copy of it, and it's sort of like it's really really good book.
So I just heard he wasn't too fit or something. Last I heard, not very well.
I don't know what he's up to nowadays. I've heard a radio interview with him.
I think he's not well.
You know, I've heard of kind of that's a shame. I hope he's all right. It's
Yeah, I used to bobbed my brain with Colin Andrews and that when he was over here. Not Andrew Collins, Colin Andrews.
It's easy to get those two mixed up, yeah.
Yeah. Colin Andrews has let his ego run his show, really. I think he's losing objectivity a lot of the time.
That's a shame. It's always something we've got to be wary of. You know, one of the trials of the Buddha was he had to face his own ego.
Oh, right.
And he was faced with a doppelganger of himself, which he had to defeat in order to, or to resist the temptation, in order to become the Buddha, the enlightened one. You know, and that's one of the famous stories of the Buddha's path to enlightenment. He sat under a tree, but like that one, and he sort of had this path to this enlightenment thing. You know, it's actually become quite pleasant here. It's not frightening at all. It's a lovely kind of I'm trying to keep one of my eyes shut when I've got the viewfinder, when I'm using the viewfinder, so I don't lose my night vision. But
well, it's cosy.
Yeah.
No wind. The temperature's not dropping down, so
yeah. Jeff's got a thermos there of coffee, something I could never get used to myself. I could never drink that out here. I had a pint in the pub. And now we're just sort of like waiting. I've put my I said there's just no one. We walked in, there's just nobody here. There's no one in the church. It's empty, it's unlocked. Obviously they trust people. Obviously we're not going to do any harm, but they're not sort of on the lookout for sort of like louts who come in and burn things down and stuff like that, which is nice. But,
well, the handle was very loose, so I don't know if it's possible to lock it, in fact.
Could be, that's right, yeah.
It was very, very loose. But somebody's actually closed it since earlier on today.
Yeah, because we come here up here earlier. It's surprisingly warm actually. I can almost undo my jacket. You know, and there's none of that damn wind. Want that damn wind there. Anyone appears, and we will be seeing from a mile off because we've got kind of like there's, like I said, there's only one road here. It's completely dark. Any traffic light, any headlights or anything we see, anything that generates any light in the graveyard, we will see. In terms of supernatural stuff. Thing is, though, I mean, the thing about this stuff is it's the kind of thing that Ellis. You see when Ellis is around because Ellis attracts it, and he brings it in. And when he's not around, you don't see it so much. I mean, I've been on trips with Ellis, and I've seen really weird things. I'm talking about clouds of dust chasing the cars, clicking noises in the houses, lights going on and off. Wheels of light in the sky, really weird UFO sightings in the sky.
Yes, I went down on Sunday. I was down where Ellis used to live on Green at Marsh Bolden.
Yeah, you were saying you've had some strange experiences at the Boldens. Is it Farm Gate you were telling me about?
Oh, that's when I was doing photography. Yeah, I did try to ordain it, and I did get a response, and there's an incredible energy spiral, well, nobody had ever seen one like it before. I must show you the actual picture of it sometime. But,
yeah,
that was 1995, I think. That's a long time now.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll swap emails, mate, and you can send me the pictures. I'll send you the videos that we take tonight. You come out quite well, actually, once the night shot is on, the night light. It probably wouldn't have done me any good to use this earlier because it's got a very short range. Got a very short range indeed. Basically, range is about maybe 6 feet, so it wouldn't have done me any good when I was going across the Port Meadow.
Well, if anything's coming around the church, where are you going to shoot from?
Well, I'll go up to those low branches there, and I'll be able to film from there.
The canopy opens up now.
Yeah, well, it's got a good commanding view of the cemetery. Right, so the battery is yep, this is using up the battery quite quick. Okay, Jeff, I'm gonna just gonna stop the recording now because just to save the battery, mate. Okay. All right then. See you later. Hospital porters, pride and dignity. Stop the New World Order.